Space Cowboys and Girls. This is Zero with First Ascent into Legend. We are coming back to you with episode 1 of season 3 of our Empyrean Galactic Survival Let's Play, and not really tutorial anymore. We've gone over most of the tutorial stuff. There'll be little tutorial things in this, but for the most part we're going to be going through and just Let's Playing it. We stopped off on season 2 trying to get off the planet, and we had finally gotten everything ready to go, and we were going to head to ace this, and then yeah, the alpha release finally came out. So that having happened, we're going to start a new world because this kind of required a map wipe. I'd really hoped to get in early, like right before the alpha, and at least do one more video. That didn't happen. So I apologize to everybody who was following season 2. My bad. So life did not allot me enough free time to stop and record the 2 videos I wanted to record before the alpha dropped. So this is the new full alpha release. It is no longer pre-alpha, it is alpha. I don't really know what the difference is. It seems like it's just another huge pre-alpha release with a whole crap ton of content. They've added a bunch of stuff. So we're going to start a new world here, and we will continue battling. So 1, 2, 3, 4... I asked my wife a random number, so I hit random 4 times. I'm setting it to that seed. We're calling it YouTube Universe Survival. We're going to start on Aqua. I might eventually start a playthrough on Omicron or something, but for right now, Aqua, because that is the... No, we're going to do Aqua too, because it's a little easier to get started and get off the planet on Aqua, I think. Omicron's fun, but Omicron's a bit more hardcore. I might do that probably one of the next seasons here. So one of the big changes here is you can control your escape pod's descent. It doesn't really give you a whole bunch. I mean, you can't change pitch or angle here. Up and down doesn't do anything, but you can change, you know, left, right, whatever. So I'm just heading towards this body of water because everything else here seems kind of like crap. The more big changes, not big, but changes, I guess. Alt no longer is a hold thing, it's a toggle. I tap the button and I move, and then I tap the button to snap back. There's been a bunch of changes, like the alien plasma for the advanced health kits don't appear to any longer be on the planet here. Other than, you know, that, the starting thing is relatively the same. We still start with our, you know, our escape pod. We get a bunch of stuff here. We have our let's get the chainsaw. This is one of the new things, is the chainsaw. Trying to organize everything real quick so that we can just get running here. So this is all fuel I'm going to put at the top. All this crap at the bottom is going to be for farming. There we go. And survival constructor, oxygen generator. Put this here, put that there. And I think for the most part the rest of this crap is just going to be in the way for a little bit. Which is fine, because we are going to have to find a place to put this crap down at some point. Anywho. Okay, I think we're set up. You to take your helmet off, because we are on Aqua. It's a temperate planet with plenty of oxygen. We found a copper deposit. That is a good start. Now, there's a pretty good chance that since there's copper over here, there's going to be more crap in that direction. So we're going to... top of the planet. Alright, so we're going to head in that direction. Now, there you can breathe. That's another change that was made. You can breathe for about 10 seconds, I think, underwater with your helmet off. Found an iron deposit. That's good. So we've pretty much found everything we need to start off. I'm putting my helmet back on, and what we're going to do here is we're going to collect seaweed. This is one of the plethora of new changes to the biome, is now underground, or underwater, I guess. Not really underground. Underwater, there is seaweed, and seaweed can be used for various things like making seaweed snacks and biofuel. I don't know if there's other uses for it, to be quite honest, yet. There's these alien thorns are now found underwater, and there's these crystals, pentaxid or something, I don't know, blue crystals, and they're used to make something which is required to power warp drives. So that's good for me, you know. The more of this crap we have coming out. So now taking your helmet on and off actually seems to, you know, serve a purpose. So they've updated a lot of stuff. They're not exactly using like some of the new Unity textures and stuff, but I don't really care. I'm not that much of an elitist that it's like, oh, it's not perfect up to date. That's fine. I actually kind of like some retro games. You know what I mean? I'm more concerned with the quantity or quality of the game, rather than you know, oh, the quality of the graphics. That's a tertiary thing to me. I've played games with really bad graphics before that I've enjoyed way more than something, you know, using next gen console stuff. So we're going through and we're trying to find as much seaweed as we can because we're going to need the biofuel to cut down trees. And it's a good way to start off with early food. The survival constructor has a new recipe. I think the survival constructor has it. I know the food processor will allow you to make seaweed snacks. I don't really know about the other one. I see a blue crystal over there, and I don't think there's any others. There's another thing, by the way. Plants will now all grow back rather than just some of them growing back. Every plant will grow back, and I believe that even includes these blue crystals, which I guess classifies them as plants. Right? Does that, if it's all plants grow back and the blue crystal grows back, does that make the blue crystal a plant? I don't know. Alright, well, enough playing around in the water. Let's get the hell out of here. We have to head towards these deposits. I was kind of hoping to find more blue crystals before we got out of here, but I guess not. Because we need to get up there and we need to start mining in order to, you know, to actually start up our base. And I'd rather not wait till nighttime to do that. So we've done a little bit of subterranean, underwater, marine exploration here, which I must say is actually pretty cool. So, helmet off, jetpack on, and let us undock or whatever onto dry land and hunt a drone. Now these mushrooms, by the way, this is the new plasma. Keep an eye out for those. Die, you robotic son of a bitch. Where'd he go? Cool. Leveling up. Good night. Now that is nice, by the way, to start off with. Taking out a couple of robots early game. Really sweet. Okay, I don't see anything else here. I really would have assumed that there would have been, I don't know, like a base around or something. Whatever. Alright. Now things are a little different as far as making bases and whatnot goes too. I believe when you put down the base now, it's just like just the base cube, like just the core. I don't think there's no fiber either. Yeah, the game's a little different. Like I played for a bit when the alpha first came out on a multiplayer server, and I also played for a little bit on a friend server when the alpha first dropped. So I know a couple of things that are important. One of which being these fibers. They're much harder to find. Previously, they were in abundance, and you would literally like get sick of seeing them after a while because, yeah, you could literally get so many of them. Now, not so much. So we have a little pool of water here, which looks like this will be a good place to start a base. This looks like it's just deep enough to put my O2 generator down. Yeah. Because it'll turn red when it's not. I mean, I guess we'll find out the hard way one way or the other. There's an iron deposit. We're probably going to make our base somewhere around here. So maybe right here we'll put the survival constructor and offload all of our crap into it. Now what is it telling me to make? Fuel packs or something, right? Yeah. Now we have this PDA thing that we get, which is kind of like your starter quest introductory kind of stuff. I would highly recommend trying to get as many of these done as you can. Ooh, look at how many of those we picked up. We picked up a lot of seaweed. But yeah, we want to kind of burn through that as much as possible in the beginning. I'm gonna put this in here because we're gonna need it. Don't really need the oxygen so much. Alright. Anyway. So, there we go. How do you not see me? Nope. I'm gonna make it easy to get hit there, homie. Don't you have a weak spot on you somewhere? I may have picked a bad place to put my stuff down again. Right, whatever. Hi! Hello, I'm stranded over here. Could you give me directions to the closest Walmart? I need to buy some... an Elvis alarm clock, an Alf lunchbox, and cat litter. Do you know any other place that is open at this time of the morning that carries all of those things? Excuse me, where are you going? Hey, 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 get back here. Oh boy. So we're making things easier for us, actually, by having all these stupid things in the way. Because the more of these that are in the way, the more of them that I kill, the faster starting off the game is going to be in the long run. Now, I'm not sure if all of those were supposed to be here or if they came here just because I killed something. Because, I mean, the game has this thing where when you kill a drone, it'll send, like, scouts to find out what killed the drone, basically. Which, you know, makes sense, I guess. All this free stuff I got. They really like me. Alright. So, like I said, I don't really know where they came from or why. But, now that that's taken care of, so I need to add crafting materials, add fuel pack templates, and then start production. So we're going to do whatever. Place and power O2 generator. There we go. I was about to say, you better have... Boom! There we go. Alright, now find edible and medical plants. Well, I guess while we're waiting for that other crap to finish. See, and these little weird looking plants, definitely keep your eye out for them because you're going to need them later on. I had a game where I was trying to play, I was trying to get a, what's the word? A garden up. You know, like the growing plots and stuff. And you need these fibers desperately to make the growing plots. Well, there are certain areas on the planet where apparently these particular plants do not grow, and it is like literally the only place to get the plant fibers without killing the walking plant bastards that try to eat you. Which, you know, I'm not against killing them, but it'd be nice if I had a choice in the matter. So I've got to find a medical plant. Does this count as a medical plant? Nope. So they must be talking about the pixie stalks. Pixie stalk bundles or whatever they're called. Really? Psh. I got gypped. So all of these plants that I'm picking up, the phoenix fawn things, by the way, which were native to Ningguiz, are now available on this planet, which I think is kind of cool because it allows you to turn your coffee into adrenaline shots. It's a little weird, I guess, but... Oh, good lord, there has to be a medical plant around here somewhere. Are you kidding me? Epsilon Comm Center. Yeah, that's another thing, is there's plenty of new points of interest in the game now. Like, there's a spaceport or something on the one I'd not seen before. I went to explore that one. It's kind of neat having all these new points of interest, is really the bottom line. Seriously, can I not find a freaking pixie stalk bundle around here somewhere? Oh, there we go. Speak of the devil. Just have to express frustration. Yeah, there's another thing that I'm not entirely sure what to do with. tab now opens up this console. I haven't explored what the console can do. I'm assuming it does like creative mode stuff. So for the purposes of these videos, I'm probably not going to be using it. I mean, really, the only time I would use some kind of, you know, console stuff is if I was playing and, I don't know, the game being an alpha had some kind of bug and lost all of my stuff. Then I might, you know, respawn whatever was taken from me, but that'd be about it. So we're kind of using our jetpack to speed us along here. This is the old trick that I was showing everybody who watched my earlier videos. It is very, very quick way to travel, especially early game when you don't really have a mode of transportation. So what we're going to do... Oh, we have to kill and loot an animal, huh? Let's do that. I want to get as many of these quests out of the way. I mean, partially because these... You're going to have to do them anyway. There we go. Free meat. Now, where is my constructor? There we go. Just gotta make it over here and make myself something to eat. Okay, let's make some slam hammy. I'm gonna make 4 of those. We're gonna drop all this crap off. Now, this Phoenix Fern Frond thing's probably gonna go bad. Oh, you know what? Let's make one of these, because that will make up for the fact that we don't really have too much in the way of health stuff here. Yeah, this gives me 60, this will give me... Yeah, so we'll do that. Alright, I've got some slam hammy on me. I've got some... I think all we need to do right now is start building things to make... Yeah, to make other stuff. Alright, so base starter. Nope, you know what? This thing has a bunch of quest-like stuff, so let's follow the quest. We'll start with following the quest. We're going to get just what we need to do the quest, plus a little bit, I guess. Let's see. Base. Fridge. No, I'm going to need that. I'm going to need the cannon turret. Miscellaneous. Cargo. Small ammo. I'm gonna need the O2 generator, but only so I can make this H2O2 generator later. Anything else in base I need? No. Tools. Let's get some stuff to unlock, because the hover vessel is going to be an important part of this at some point. Okay, so we have a bunch of basic stuff there. What is it asking me to do? Craft an assault rifle and ammo. So let's go here. Assault rifle. I need metal pieces. Let's make, I don't know, 100 of them. That'll be fine. Let's go here and let's try to make, I don't know, 500 bullets. There we go. So I have food on me, but I mean, for the most part, it's all going to go bad. So, we are here, we are in, we've gotten everything down, we started the first some odd quest step things here, we've completed a bunch of them. I think the next step for us is to start building the base itself. But first we're going to try and finish up some of these quests, because I know at some point it's probably going to ask me to do the base thing for the quest. Actually, we can actually check this ourselves. F1 now does the PDA. A lot of changes have happened actually. F2 opens, instead of I think F5 or F6, now opens the blueprint library. F3 opens the tech tree, F4 is factions, and F5 is this nifty little thing. This is a flying drone. It doesn't really do much, and if you're if you leave the drone up and try to do something, yeah, you keep shooting. So, you know, do be careful with the drone. I can't really see it, but, you know. Actually, I haven't tested to see if it's visible by other players yet, so. That, hey, if you know, leave it in the comments. Let me know if you, you know, if other players can see it. I'm assuming that they can, but I wouldn't be entirely surprised if they can't, because the drone can't do anything really but build for you. Like, that's the whole point of the drone, is to assist with building, you know, large ships and stuff. Now, I have a really nice small vessel. I'm probably going to be blueprinting that, but everything else is going to be done pretty much manually. I'm probably going to make the small vessel and the capital vessel in the blueprint factory. So we have the rifle, we have ammo coming out right now. That should complete that quest. Pick up ore. Now they want us to go mining. Where's my rifle? There it is. Okay, there's one clip and I have another clip. So let's head over to our iron deposit. Now, I've seen many different ways to approach the mining in this game. The neatest way I've seen, or at least the way that causes the least amount of problems in the long run, is to get about 30 meters away and then try to dig in like through the side. I have a friend who will literally like just dig straight down through the center of the node, and that, I mean, while it will get you a bunch of ores pretty quickly, you get stuck at the bottom of the hole, and then it is a giant pain in the dick to try to get all the ores because you can't start from the top and work your way down. You eventually get to the point where you're too far down in the hole to reach any of the ores at the top of the node, so you have to do really crazy stuff like dig holes into the walls or jump and mine at the same. No, I go straight in through the side. Once I actually hit ores, I start digging up, and I go from the top of the node down. This way I usually don't have to dig my way out, or there's very little effort on my side. The hardest part is to just make sure that I'm working my way from the top down. Now the only drawback to that is that you pick up a bunch of crushed stone, and I call that a drawback very, very loosely. It's not really a drawback because you need crushed stone for a whole bunch of recipes. It's used to make concrete. It's used to make, I think, like plastic and various other types. You need like crushed stone and corn for plastic, and there's just all kinds of things that crushed stone is good for. So I very loosely call it a drawback. It's not really a drawback though. Now, you can do just left drill. For those of you who haven't watched previous videos, you can do left drill and this will work. Or you can do right drill and it does like a very even, tries to smooth things out with the rest of the existing terrain. Or you can hold the left drill and then click the right drill, which I think is safer and faster than just hitting both buttons at the same time. It seems to drill quicker. But using both buttons at the same time, either way, does drill quicker. You go through the drill charges faster, you make more progress. It tends to kind of deform the node as you're digging, but I will take whatever hassle I have to deal with in order to drill faster. Honestly, the drilling is the least favorite part of the game for me. I mean, it's nice that you can drill, and, you know, because it allows you to build and all that stuff, and you can dig and make underground bases. I mean, there's all kinds of really cool stuff you can do in the game. I'm just saying, as far as, you know, excitement versus minutes played, mining, yeah, it's really not on the top of the list of excitement. I have a drone coming through. This is one of the small problems I'm going to have until I get a cannon up or something, is that these drones are just going to keep coming through and causing problems. Now, I don't think this one can see me. It's not coming closer, it seems to be going farther away. So, as long as it's not coming close and harassing my survival constructor, I'm going to let them wander around. I mean, I'll kill as many of them as I can because they're good for everything from ammo to parts early on. I actually even have a list here, which when I start building the base, I'm going to see if this list is still valid. I managed to sit down and figure out how many of every component you need to make, so that there's no, you know, wasted parts, there's no extra, there's no wasted time. You literally just throw these in, it gives you the bare minimum to start off with, and by the time you're done crafting everything, you've got your base you know what I mean, ready to just pretty much put your base down. The only thing that it doesn't include is, you know, how much you need for like blocks and stuff to start off with. But it'll, you know, get you your core, your survival constructor, all that other stuff up and running. So I actually sat down and did the math the one day. So, but I think for the moment, I'm going to probably finish this up. I'm going to do a little bit of mining off camera here. I'm going to go for the iron. I'm probably going to pick up whatever extra crap I can in the meantime. And once I have everything in order, we're going to come back with episode 2, where we're going to start building the actual base. And then, honestly, that's probably going to be most of episode 2, because we're going to probably do the hovercraft thing in episode 3. So, this has been Zero with First Ascent into Legend, with our first episode of Season 3, the alpha release of Empyrean Galactic Survival. And until next time, stay frosty, Space Cowboys and Girls, and we will see you in Episode 3.